What is up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Bloods Football. We're here again with our resident guest, Kat. You sure you remember him?
Welcome.
Yes. And I'm sure you remember, well, you don't remember, but you notice that there are two unfamiliar faces here on the channel. Welcome to the gents. Introduce yourself, boys.
What's up? It's Zenzo here.
And it's Keanu here.
Today we're going to get into an interesting topic, guys. So I was thinking, in preparation for next season, pre-season training started, everything's begun now. A lot of coaches coming in, a lot of players coming in from their holidays. And I started to think, this season, what would be your predicted top four in order, starting from the bottom?
Ooh, yeah.
And that's always like a massive thing when it comes to the Premier League. Super unpredictable all the time, especially given the events of last season. Personally, I don't know if anyone saw what Arsenal was going to do coming. I didn't.
Great business, by the way.
Yeah, business too.
Yeah.
Plus, transfers still to come as well. We're going to get onto that in the next video. But I'm actually going to start with you, Kat.
All right.
What do you think are what is going to form a top four, basically, a top four team, starting from fourth, in your opinion?
Fourth,
and give reasons, make it interesting.
Obviously, Liverpool and Chelsea last season, I think they'll bounce back, especially Liverpool. Not sure with Chelsea. At Liverpool, though.
Oh, by the way, in case you didn't know, Kat's always been a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
Keanu's a Liverpool fan. I had to bring my fellow blue brother here as well. So, blue, red side, let's go.
But yeah, as I was saying, Liverpool, though, they ended very strong last season. Yes, they missed out on the Champions League spot, but Liverpool are looking strong next season. I do think the closest team to challenge Man City going into next season. The question is, who's going to finish fourth? I think Man United. Yes, Man United. Just because there's just a lot of new players coming into that starting 11.
It's just Mount, bro.
Yeah.
Who else?
It's just Mount.
So far, that's all I know.
I don't know. I just think it's Manu who's gonna finish fourth.
Fourth.
Yeah, fourth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your fourth? What are you guys saying?
Okay, well, we'll get on to ours, but like Manu cannot be fourth, Oaks.
Yeah.
Ten Hag is a fraudster. Proceed.
What's that? Okay, proceed. Go on to your third.
My third.
Yeah.
I really
Grab the
think
mic,
about this. Hey,
my guy, I gave you homework.
give me homework.
About it.
I think Arsenal. They really convincing, to be honest. Arsenal with Declan Rice, with Kai Havertz, what a midfield going into next season. Martin Odegaard as well. That's that team. Yeah, third place for me.
Okay.
Second Liverpool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
First.
Interesting.
Man City.
Okay, reason for Liverpool being second is, I'm guessing you named it before. They're the closest to challenge.
Yeah, they're the closest to challenge.
And just to be clear, right, this is not a biased opinion. This is you objectively saying that Liverpool finished second.
Yes,
Based on what facts?
because they've been there before.
Okay.
They know how to take Man City to the last day of the Premier League. No team can in the Premier League, and that's just facts. And opinions.
Yeah. But what's interesting about that is there hasn't been much as far as developments in transfers and stuff off the back of your guys' last season, and last season wasn't great.
Yeah.
So something's gonna have to change. Same coach, same players.
Yeah, but not much.
We've got two new players.
Two new
getting
players.
more.
What I say about that as well is the fact that I like that they're addressing their issue,
Yeah.
and that they're attacking
Finally, we're getting reinforcement.
that midfield,
Fair.
especially.
Two seasons late, to be fair, but
So Thiago wasn't a reinforcement in the midfield.
we got him when wasn't Genie there when we got him?
Yeah, I think so. I think he
No.
just left.
Gini was on the way out, wasn't
Was
he?
he on the way out
Yeah.
at that time? Okay, yeah.
And
No,
it
but
was
you see, Thiago wasn't there to replace Genie. They're two different players.
True.
Yeah,
True. For me, fourth, I think I'm gonna put United in fourth.
how?
Yeah, I'm gonna put United in fourth.
But
Here's the thing, guys. Are you okay? You're saying how because you're not sure that they'll even make top four, right?
Yeah, that's my chat.
My chat is that these guys have been making top four, bro, even without like reinforcements and stuff.
And that's fair.
like every season we always doubt these guys, and somehow they end up second.
It's always in the second half of the season where they pull it back. But
Exactly.
what I will say is that I think there's a perception about Man U that Ten Hag is some brutal guy who has super high standards. And when you look at his stats compared to Ole,
yeah, they're actually not that much different, to be honest.
but
Ole
the
got a lot of
perception is
criticism.
so different.
Facts. That's
So-
true. For me, it's got nothing to do with Ten Hag.
Okay,
it's
fair,
just
fair,
a
fair.
United thing. Like even
Fair.
under Ole, I remember these guys finishing second when no one even thought they'd make top 4
Fair.
somehow. So it's just a United thing. I think they're going to get 4th. 3rd, I would not be surprised to see Liverpool there, personally, because I was also thinking about like, okay, how they're going to do it. Last season wasn't so great. They finished very strongly. And in my opinion, it's hard to not put Newcastle there. I really want to put Newcastle there.
Thank you.
I really do, bro.
Thank you.
So for me, it's between Liverpool and Newcastle 3rd. That's a tough one.
Okay.
It's a mixed bag for me. Like I feel like Liverpool needs to do something, and like I said about the Fabinho thing, it's very dependent on how Fabinho can kick up his season, because him dropping off last season was a big part of why things didn't go so bad, along with other midfielders. But yeah, join 3rd somewhere there. 2nd, bro, I low-key do and don't want to put Arsenal there.
Because you're a Chelsea supporter.
Possibly, but at the same time, it's like people are raving about this midfield, bro. All I see are gaps, dude. I see Rice being the only CDM there. At the same time, he can't pick up the ball from the back. And you put
Rice
Havertz,
can't pick up. Wait,
no,
Rice can't pick up the ball from the back.
No, and Arteta loves to play that play out from the back system.
Okay, Gino.
Rice is very exposed in that. Jorginho is probably the only person who can in that team.
And
Personally,
he's there though, right?
and he's there. That's true. But as a starter, I don't know.
Okay, fair.
You know what I mean? So the way it seems, it's like it's going to be Rice there next to Kai and Odegaard. You know what I mean? I see gaps in that midfield. Maybe I'm defensive minded. Maybe that's how it works.
So a single CDM is what you're forecasting with
That's
Rice,
the
and
thing.
I'm
then
also
you know what I
thinking of
mean?
4-3-3 is what they're going for.
That's
Yeah,
generally,
yeah.
they're not going to change that, in my opinion. So I'll just chuck them in a second, and first we'll put in Man City
Man
because,
City.
you know,
But Man City have to be stopped. It's getting
at
annoying
some
now.
point. No, everyone's been
Getting-
saying that. That's the thing, bro.
who I expect to do well. I think City. So I'll go in order of 1 to 4 as opposed to 4 to 1.
Yeah, just throw the whole video concept in the bin. Cool,
Oh,
bro,
my
go ahead.
bad. Okay, cool. I'll go 4 to 1. I'll go 4 to
cool.
1.
Just a hate.
Because I don't have the strongest opinions about 4 and 3, but 1 and 2. But anyways, I'll go 4th, Chelsea. I think just on account of so much has changed. For the better, I would say. Obviously, it's just based on opinions and how I could see things going. But as far as new signings are concerned, and as far as Poch is concerned, I back him. I will say there's a lot of instability as far as that's concerned, because
Fair.
we only have 2 of our starting 11 from last season.
That's
So
the thing. And also at the same time, it's like we really need to sign midfielders because
Yeah.
we've lost a lot of players, especially in the mid.
Yeah.
So we need to get that situation sorted out. Like even if we nail down Caicedo, I still feel like it's not enough. But yeah, there's
for
so
depth,
much
bro.
just for depth,
Yeah.
100%. And there's so much instability going on at Chelsea. But at the same time, there's a fact of not playing European football, which
Yeah.
I feel like gives us a bit of
Exactly.
an edge, you know,
Exactly.
playing domestic competitions. So there's that fact. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll agree with you on 3rd being Newcastle. Back them, they're dope. I don't think there's much
That's
to
an
be said
early
about
signing.
that.
Man.
Yeah.
Newcastle have European football going next season.
That's a fact.
That could be an
That's what I-
interruption.
Gotta add.
It could be an
to that
interruption, but when you think about the positive mindset that comes with playing European football for the first time in hella time, bro, I feel like it could boost them. But I don't know. That's just speculation.
They just need to make more signings.
Just
Yeah.
a few more.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So I'm just factoring in the quality of the squad when I'm thinking about it. But you do make a good point to say it's a quality squad, but they will be fatigued by
100%.
European football. But anyways, that's my number 3. Number 2, I will go with Arsenal. I think they're gonna come this close again and get disappointed again. Yeah. For me, I wish someone had recorded me saying this at the start of the year, back in the first half of the season when Arsenal was on top, and I was telling Oaks, listen, I don't think they have a winner's mentality. They don't have the experience like that to take it over the line. So for me, I had always had it in mind that Arsenal was going to come 2nd, if not 3rd. Maybe I was being a bit of a hater. But, and then obviously 1st, Man City. I wouldn't be mad if they were to win it again, just on account
be
of
mad.
it being
Yeah, I'll be
it
mad.
being 10. Yeah.
I'll be mad.
I do get the whole Farmers League opinion, but look, I'm a fan of Pep and the way he plays. So Chip, man.
Yeah, football. You know.
Yeah, that's
Football
me.
first.
Okay, so coming into the video, I had my own preset top 4, but as the video went on and I heard other people's opinions, I decided I needed to reevaluate my top 4. You know, I'm trying to get it spot on, guys. I want to come back end of next season and I want to see that I was correct with everything. Pin this.
Pin it.
So I think top 4, we'll start with 4th, as that's the theme of the video. 4th place, it's a toss-up for me between Chelsea and Newcastle. It just depends on how these two teams do with their given scenarios. I think with Chelsea losing a lot of their players, I don't see it as that much of a problem because they don't really need the depth right now. But at the same time, you can never predict these injuries and things like that, which is common in the game.
A bloated squad before. Anyway.
Yeah, nice.
We're just going down to normal size now.
So that's why I also think it won't be that much of a hurdle for Chelsea. Then with Newcastle, we've seen a lot of these teams where they rise in the league, they start playing better football, but then as soon as they get into a Champions League type of situation, Europa, it doesn't matter which type, they just start to plummet in the league. Look at West Ham. West Ham, the most recent one. Terrible in the league, fighting relegation, but they've gone to win the European Championship that they were in, so good for them. But that's why I think Newcastle, it just depends on the rotation that they make and
the signings, more signings.
Yeah, more signings, the depth. You need depth going into a Champions League. So for 4th, I'll pick one that I think is more likely to come 4th, and I'll say it'll be Newcastle because they look like they're doing very well.
True, they're a bit more stable right now.
They more stable. They seem to have their tactic nailed down, the starters, everything like that. While Chelsea look like they still need to fix everything up at the same time. 3rd place, I'm gonna go Arsenal.
He's cooking right now.
Arsenal, I'll say Arsenal because did they play in they were in the Europa, right?
Yeah, and they got kicked up by Sporting,
Yeah, so Champions League this time. You're not going to be versing Sporting and all these other teams on a Thursday night. That's for us Liverpool fans. And, Arsenal, I think maybe they'll suffer a bit of a hangover from pushing so hard last season, from failing so close to the end.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, it's wishful thinking for me for them to come 3rd because that just gives Liverpool a higher spot to take. So Arsenal, they made some good signings at the same time. Mikel Arteta's a good coach, but everybody in the league seems to be upgrading, so I'll just drop them down to 3rd. Now, 1st and 2nd, I'm gonna have to become a Liverpool fan here and put City 2nd. I don't like City, guys.
Who does?
Hey,
I like how they play, but I'm not happy with it because it's just it's taking away from us here.
True.
City, very good team. Haaland, it's obvious.
Oh, with that new offside rule as well.
But I don't think it's been implemented into the
Premier
think so?
It's not. I think they said like France and all
It
those.
seems like I must do my research, but it seems like they started it there, and then after that they
It's a trial period.
they're bringing it here. I don't know how soon, but that seems to be the consensus. Like
Someone
it's gonna be here
said,
now.
Werner would have been golden.
I said like guys on
Would have
40
been a
goals.
Chelsea legend by
Pretty
now.
much, remember that's mates.
So City 2nd with their new signings. I think Kovacic was a very good pickup for them.
It's
Under
actually
Pep.
that's such an underrated signing.
Such an underrated
So
signing.
underrated.
for
Slots
them.
into Gundo's place.
Perfectly, in my opinion.
True.
I think
Except the goal scoring ability though. Gundo
trust.
a lethal goal
I
scorer.
think he's gonna get a few goals there. Guys.
He will more than Chelsea, but at Gundo's level, that's something else.
Cover is
Like,
young though, so
That's a topic
True,
for
a few
another
years
video.
left.
We'll get back onto that.
yeah. Okay.
Then first place I have to go Liverpool. I'm a Liverpool fan. I think the signings we've made, we're finally addressing the midfield issues that we've had.
will they hit the
past.
ground running though?
I
Immediately?
think they will, especially McAllister.
Yeah,
And it
Premier
also
League
depends on
makes sense,
Klopp
yeah.
because Klopp doesn't like to start these new signings right away. He likes to first get them into the tactics, seeing what's going on firsthand from the bench and getting all that experience. But it also depends on pre-season. I think Liverpool's midfield and the entire starting 11 for Liverpool depends on how everyone plays in pre-season. And so that's my top 4.
Fair enough.
Calm, guys, calm. Okay.
So, bonus content. Do you back McAllister like that?
I back him because he is Premier League proven. Just because he is Premier League proven. That's my only reason.
Fair. For me personally, it's like I won't lie. I hadn't really paid attention to the player that much.
Yeah.
Even though I'd occasionally watch Brighton and Argentina, he's one of those guys that don't stand out.
Yeah.
But he does the job, it seems.
Yeah.
Because at first when I heard about this guy, I didn't even know he was from Argentina. He sounds hella Scottish or something.
Yeah.
He's Irish.
He's Irish.
I
low-key.
think isn't it a bit Scottish and then a bit
That's the thing, bro. I don't even know. So like, he just gave me, I don't know. The thing is, when I first thought about this guy, he just gave me Drinkwater vibes. I thought he was like, in a midfield with other very good players, and they made him look so much better. Like, just Kante made Drinkwater look so good at Leicester, and then he got an England call up. But obviously, there's a lot more to it than that. I've seen some of his analyses, and it looks quite good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
And I think, in all fairness, it's hard to hate like on a World Cup winner. But for me, I held the same opinion. Like when I had seen him prior to the World Cup in Brighton, like, not to say I wasn't impressed because he's dope, but compare him to like, I don't know, a similar signing to Liverpool in Jota, for example, he's coming from like Wolves. He was dope. Like, he was dope, and you could see it.
The thing
from
is,
the
I
start.
saw it coming in, bro. Like, I rated him at Wolves,
Yeah,
personally.
Wolves, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Now I think McAllister's quality.
He's
is-
solid.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
he's very solid. I think he's the perfect type of player for a team like Liverpool and for Klopp.
So signing that makes sense for me.
yeah.
Dominic, I think a lot of hype is about him, bro.
Nah,
Yeah.
Personally, I
He's
think he's
quality.
good.
70 million. That's a lot
there's-
of money.
I think there's a lot of hype about him, and I
Yeah.
think he has a lot to prove
Yeah.
personally, more than McAllister, in my opinion. Given that hype, personally, he looks amazing coming in, and a lot of people keep telling me about this thing of like, versatile player can come in. But for me, every time I've seen a player come into the Premier League from another league, Bundesliga, Serie A, or whatever, they can play 4 positions there. That always narrows down when it comes to the Premier League. Can play 4 positions in the Bundesliga, that narrows down to
same thing
about
with
2
Nkunku then.
in the Premier League. 100%.
Basically, yeah.
Same thing. It's not like, because people are like, Nkunku can play pretty much across the front line
Yeah.
in the
front
Bundesliga.
four.
I'm telling you, this guy will be lucky if he can play 1 or 2 of those positions in the Prem. It just changes dramatically. It is the same thing about Kai Havertz when he came. People are like, this versatile player that can play anywhere. And then that just narrowed down dramatically. And some people still don't know where he plays. I don't know where this guy plays. I don't even think he does personally. Like, they interview him and he gives like these mixed opinions.
I think Dominic is a 10 out of 10 right there. I think that's signing of the season, guys.
Oh, snap.
I think
shout
That's
signing of the
something
season.
else. That's something else.
I think that's double digits in assists.
Oh, yeah?
Goals, I think he's got to, guys.
Oh, yeah.
The guy has to. He's got a lot of quality. I'll just
No,
say
for sure. I think he definitely, like I said from before, Fabinho is going to have to be there in the midfield to support there and hold it down for these other midfielders to do their job. That's how I see it. Okay, guys, so it's about time to wrap things up. Hope you
agree?
enjoyed the video. Yeah, if you agree or
Yeah.
disagree, drop everything in the comments. If you don't like Cat's shirt, say it in the comments. Kidding. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe, and give us some video ideas if you're keen on us doing more of the same stuff. So, Blue Bloods Football, signing out.
Cheers.